So, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the visa process in Thailand. The visa process in Thailand is quite something, to say the least. For starters, what happened is before I went to Thailand, I was able to get a 2 to 3 month visa to be able to leave the USA to go to Thailand. It's really funny because I was planning on going to Thailand to seek employment. However, on my passport, and there's a big red stamp, it says unemployment prohibited, which I think is really funny because when you want to teach in Thailand, you start off on a tourist visa. And then once you work at the school and they are able to square away all your paperwork, then you're able to convert your tourist visa into a work permit. But if you really think about it, you are working illegally. So that's something that not many people talk about when teaching in Thailand. So that was something that I was a little bit taken back, and I was like, okay, so right now I'm on a tourist visa. I'm literally working illegally, but hey, it's common. So anyways, what happens is when you choose a school that you work at, whether it's a government school, international school, private school, then depending on how the school processes it, because it's not on you, it's the school. So some schools can be really quick and you're able to get your work permit within a few months. And then there's my school. The school that told me I had to wait 8 months to get a work permit. So I said, nope, I'm not doing that. Because that requires me to leave the country, to go for a visa run to a different country to extend my visa. Or if I really want to, I could get a border run. And a border run actually means you're able to cross the border twice in 1 year. So I was able to go up to Myanmar, which is about 5 hours away from Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. It's another country, for those who do not know. So if I wanted to get a border run, I could be able to do that by extending my visa for 1 more month. Or what most people do, and most travelers, backpackers, teachers, expats, they get their tourist visa and they're able to get the tourist visa for 30 days because once you come to Thailand, you can have your visa on arrival for 30 days. But once your 30 days is up, then you need to actually go to a different country, whether it's Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, wherever, and you have to be able to extend your visa that way. You need a lot of documentation. You need to prove that you have a ticket to leave the country and to come back. It's a lot of documentation. It's a lot of work. So that's one thing to note, that when you do come to Thailand, the visa procedures are quite messy, but that's why I've heard other places, like in South America, if you want to go to Colombia, if you want to go to Peru, Bolivia, it's 6 months visa free. So you don't have to worry about, going from this country to this country and only thinking to yourself, oh man, I only have 30 days. What am I going to do now? That's exactly how I felt, because I knew, okay, well, my visa's up, what do I do? Now I gotta take a train ride, or I have to buy a plane ticket to go to a different country to extend the visa. So if that's one thing someone told me, is to be able to get a longer visa, at least get like a 6-month visa. So that's one thing I can tell people who want to teach abroad, is make sure that you research your visa regulations, because I didn't do that at all. I just thought, okay, cool. Best thing for me to just do is get that visa for 2 to 3 months, save myself some time and money, and there you go. But if that's one thing that I always kind of knock myself in the head over, it would be that. So if you want to teach in Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, whatnot, make sure you definitely do a lot of research on visas, because they're becoming very strict now with visas, and I don't know what's going to happen after this coronavirus. I don't know if they're going to be much stricter. I don't know if they're going to let tourists in. It's a possibility, but I just want to let you know, if you do overextend your visa, you're paying 500 baht per day, which is $20 a day. It may not seem that much, but then once it starts to accumulate, you're going to be like, yeah, that's a lot, for sure. Yeah, so that's one thing. If I could tell those who want to teach abroad or want to travel, go backpacking, make sure you research your visa regulations. But I did hear if you want to go to Malaysia, which is pretty cool. Did not go to Malaysia, but I had friends that went. They do have a 3-month visa-free regulation, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it just depends on the country. Like I said, do as much research as possible, but that's one thing I can tell you. One big thing is not knowing about the visas. Other than that, though, I think it's a really cool experience to go teach abroad. I advocate it like 100%. I could also tell you another thing, too, as well. If you do go teach English abroad, and the fact you have it on your resume, the first thing that's going to come up is, oh, you taught abroad. How cool. Tell me about it. And I do it. I only have 7 months, though, but I mean, that's still something. And I've noticed that, since I came back last week, and I've been applying for jobs right now because I have to hunker down. Can't really go anywhere now. But I've noticed, because I added that teaching abroad experience, it has literally benefited my resume and job prospects. So I'm super happy about that as well. And yeah, so that is basically an update of what's going on, and I will be making more videos. Alright, bye.